Again, my brothers and sisters, I was looking at this video where I saw two black men with a white man in between. Then I just felt to talk to that a little bit because what I'm actually seeing there is really painful. It is like what I call a man, a black person in a cul-de-sac. You know, when you are in a cul-de-sac, you basically do not look at who is coming your way to rescue you. It, anything is possible. I mean, like a falling, like when you're falling on a tree, every branch is important to try and save your life. So I was looking at these two African black brothers with President Trump in between as their messiah. And not only them, we would know that there are many black presidents who see him as a messiah. It is not a new thing, but what it is actually revealing there, it's really painful, especially with regard to a black man resorting to a white man for peace and safety. Like, if you look at the whole situation, you will understand that that white man is basically a last resort to these brothers of us, because if you can put yourself in their shoes, you will realize that they possibly looked around and saw themselves and saw their brothers and saw what is called African Union, saw what is called Sahel region on African continent. They looked around and saw President Putin and all these North Korean and Chinese and South Korean presidents, but they could not find a place where they can feel safe when they are in those places, or when, if they could decide to seek refuge in those places, they realize that no, it won't work. I mean, if I cannot find a refuge from my brother who is just next to me, then who else can come to my rescue? Then it eventually sunk in their hearts that the only person who can do it is Trump, who happens to be a white man, white person who has, of course, power behind him. And that's why they decided to say no, even if we are enemies, we as brothers, it's better we go to Trump, because Trump is able to get between us and ensure that we find peace in our regions or countries we are leading. Because on our own, we failed. We tried whatever, but we couldn't. Hence, I use the word cul-de-sac to try and capture, the whole situation around these two countries. But not only these two countries. We remember recently in South Africa, President Ramaphosa also went and had to bow to the very same man, but not only those, as I've indicated, that they are many on our continent. Now, the whole thing shows the vulnerability that a black man or a black person is in. So if you are still far from the West, it is by their mercy. If you are still far from the East, it is by their mercy, because they have power. If they want to come and destroy you, they can cause destruction of your country like nobody's business. Look at what is happening in Ukraine. Ukraine is now destroyed like it had never been a place where people inhabited. So that is something that can actually happen in any country if these people wish. If these two bulls decide to come and fight in your country for something in your country may be left in tatters. So this is really painful, and this is an indication that black man is still on his own to find a way to get out of this vicious cycle. But we are hopeful. It is not the end. I thank you, my brothers and sisters. Love you, including the very same superpowers. We love you. Thank you. Bye-bye.